Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we're at Buffa Distribution, experts of bowling, 10-pin and 5-pin. So if you have any problems, you want to get any equipment for bowling, you have problems with your lanes, your lane machine, the pin setters, anything, they do it all. All right, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna see Mark Buffa. He's the man of the business, and he's gonna walk us through the pro shop, the lane, and the warehouse in the back. All right, this is gonna be awesome. Let's go talk to Mark. All right, we found him, the man of the building, Mark Buffa. All right, Mark.
How's it going, everyone?
We want a tour. We want a tour of the shop.
Okay, welcome to Buffa Distribution. Welcome to Montreal, Canada. And this is our shop. We'll let you talk to my dad about the history, like where this all started once we get there. But yeah, so we have a freestanding shop. We're a distributor. We sell to products, we sell to bowling centers and pro shops all across Canada. Anything, ball bag, shoe, accessories, lane machines, lanes, custom installations for homes, apartments, bowling centers. Basically anything that has to do with rolling a ball down a lane or just rolling a ball in general, because we also do lawn bowling. So hit us up, buffabowling.com. Always been in the pro shop game. That's how we started. My father started the business as a pro shop in the basement of our home in 1980. And today this is where we're at. So we always had a front-facing store. So when we built this place 10 years ago, we wanted to really make sure that that stood out. And obviously, as you can see with all the product displayed, it's really the wow factor. And that's it. So we get clients from all across Eastern Canada, obviously Western Canada. We do have some guys that come from BC. And yeah, so really grateful to have this nice showcase here. And we'll see also the workshop area where we got some people here. And yeah.
This is one of the biggest pro shops I've ever seen. Right? There's 124 balls on the wall.
You counted them?
I didn't count them.
Okay.
I multiplied.
Actually, when we first got here, my objective was to always have the wall full, but it just becomes so tough because you don't have all the weights, all this, for everything. So yeah, but it's still, 120 is a lot.
So as you can see, he's got every ball in the market. The wall is full, 124 balls, but that's not all. They got every shoe as well. Mark, can you explain some shoes and how big of part of the business is it really?
Yeah, so in the pro shop aspect of it, obviously, like I said, we're gonna see the warehouse later for distribution. That's a different animal. But here in the retail space, shoes is a big part of our business here. I think it was 43% last year of our sales is shoes. Yeah. Because of the fact that here in Eastern Canada, we have 10-pin, but we also have duck-pin bowling. So it's 10-pin bowling with the rubber bands around the pins, and it uses the small balls. In this general area, there's gotta be at least, I'd say about 10 centers within driving distance. So a lot of those centers don't hold inventory, so they just send everybody here, or word of mouth or whatever, right? Like we don't do any direct marketing, it's just, we're open 7 days a week. So when people come here, they wanna walk out with something. So we do have a lot of closeouts, we do have a lot of items that we will order in excessive quantity. So that obviously helps drive the price down. It's always like, we just had a gentleman now, he's like, first thing, I wear size 15. Okay, we got you, right? Yeah. So that's the beauty of it. We're partners with every major brand, so KR, Dexter, the brands of Brunswick, Brunswick and Hammer, 3G, obviously. So anything you guys need, obviously we're here for that. And anything we have, obviously JR Pro Shop has, either through our website or through their retail stores. And you did stock up quite a bit on shoes not too long ago, so if ever anything is missing, in a couple of days, you guys get it out in Western Canada. So
sweet. All right, just a curiosity question. What's the best selling model shoe? Is it the high end, mid price?
No, it's usually the lower end stuff. A lot of beginners that just want to get into bowling, they feel somewhat intimidated at times. And when they walk into a place like this, they often say like, wow, we never thought there was that much involved, especially when you're looking at a bowling ball. And same thing goes with the shoes, right? So they'll come here and they'll see, let's say, a shoe like this, like a Pro Boa, and they'll be like, well, this doesn't slide. So now this becomes an education opportunity where you're like, yeah, but once you get into bowling and you kind of realize that you only push or you only slide off of one foot, you need to push off the other. This is where these types of shoes come into play, and then we go into the higher end stuff, and then that's when the education aspect of it, they're like, oh wow, okay, I never knew. But now that they know, they understand the differences. I would say some of the best sellers are going to be something like a Turbo. So like the Turbo here, this is the new Turbo Pro. It comes with the BOA system. The beauty with these is they come in 2 colors and they also come in wide. Yeah. So this is going to be a good all-purpose shoe. If this is a little bit too expensive, then we can go down into something like a Flyer or something like a Ricky, which is going to be a little bit lower priced, still great upper, but just a little bit of a flatter sole, so a little bit less slide. But in essence, like those are going to be your staples. What I like to tell people is just buy a shoe that fits you right, like as if you're buying a running shoe.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. It's got to be good, and it's got to be cost effective too, where you're not spending always on the rentals. And then on the upper end stuff, well, depends what they're doing. If they bowl in multiple centers, they might need interchangeables. If not, but anyways.
One last question, Mark. You got your pick of the wall. What pair of shoes do you wear?
You know what? I out of all the new models, I really like this new SST8. It's a new take on this color that was released last year. I just don't like the lighter colors. I've always been a darker color guy. I always like to wear black slacks when I bowl, so this kind of gives it a nice, clean aesthetic. So if I had to pick out of the new models, it would be this or the SST10. Probably not the color shift model. There is a black version of this. Again, kind of old guy, you know, wanting black shoes all the time. But that's it. So it would probably be one of those two as the options today out of all the new stuff.
How many accessories you need to miss spares?
Great question. What's the next thing we're going at?
5-pin wall, small ball wall. All right, so I think this is the part of bowling where all the 10-pin guys know nothing about, but it's quite fascinating. Small balls, 5-pin bowling, duck pin bowling. Mark, can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, there's 4 games in Canada. You got 10-pin, 5-pin, duck pin, and candle pin.
There we go.
5-pin and duck pin will use the same types of balls.
Yep.
Candle pin is smaller and lighter. And shout out to anybody that bowls candle pin that follows you on this channel because it is hard. Okay, so if you know, kudos to the candle pin players because someone told me, I was like, it can't be that hard. Break 100, call me. So yeah, what you're gonna see here is gonna be different textures, also different sizes, weights, very similar to how you would suggest a weight for a 10-pin ball.
Yeah.
Very similar, so smaller hands, smaller diameter. If they throw it too fast, to go to a heavier ball, right? Yeah. So in essence, that's it. Also shout out to our Canadian manufacturers, Soft Roll, homegrown, made in Canada, made in Kitchener, Ontario. Really great products. We make our own bags as well for the small ball world. So we've got the certain bags that we source. Shout out to our friends at KR that helped us with that project. Really good quality bags as always. We know KR's great for that. So, and then here we've got our lane, you know, featured in some of your guys' videos. And
awesome.
When we built this place, like you can't operate a pro shop, or it's hard to operate a pro shop without being able to see your bowler.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why like a lot of freestanding shops, it's a must have. So when we built this place, I didn't have enough room to put 2 lanes in. And so we just fit 1 and it works out. So we're partners with Cubic AMF. We do all the installs in Canada for Cubic AMF. So we've got the furniture, we've got the lanes, we've got the scoring system, we've got everything there for that. Also partners with Specto, with Kegel. So we've got Specto here as well. So again, really cool place just to come see. You know, also work with myself and my father and JP as well. So yeah, anything you guys need, obviously we're here for that. And then let's go into the drilling section and show that off as well.
All right, now that you've picked a ball, time to get it drilled. 2 beautiful drill presses here, and these guys are the masters. Masters of fit, masters everything.
So yeah, when we built this space, I wanted a lot of room because I teach the HOTS classes for IPSIA here in Eastern Canada. And sometimes when you got 3-4 guys learning how to drill, you need a little bit of space. I actually wish I had a bit more counter space, but in essence, that's it. So we got a pivoting machine and also a vacuum machine, because when people come to us, we need to have different styles of presses depending on what they have. We also had a 3rd press at one point, but that was a bit overkill. Then here we've got the 2 sinks for duck pin and 10-pin balls, because we do a lot of resurfacing for the small ball equipment. Got the Abralon wall there. This is a really good thing that I picked up. Yeah, typical detox. Got Spectre on all the drill presses as well. There's a lot of people like watching the process because it's not every day you see someone drill a bowling ball. Totally. And we don't like having people back here, so that's why we put the big bay window there, and so people could check it out. Yeah, so hi. All right, let's go in the warehouse. Welcome to the warehouse. This is the end of the day, so everybody's kind of winding down. Shipping's already gone and everything. Your order left, right? You filmed packing it, so we can maybe see that. So yeah, this is going to be our shipping station. So what is it, about 44,000 products in stock. I think around 17,000 balls sold a year on the wholesale side.
Small balls and big balls?
No, just 10 pin balls.
Just 10 pin. 17,000 balls a year, just 10 pin.
Yeah, and that's like compared to the American market, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's
Way less people here.
yeah, way less people. Probably about 10 pro shops that do this for a living as well, including you guys.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So let's take a quick look. So what do we have here? About 14,000 square feet, 20-foot ceilings. We've got all the chemicals here for the bowling centers: cloth, conditioner, cleaner. From Kegel, Brunswick, Polychem. So we deal with Polychem for a lot of the small ball centers. It's a lower cost option. Since a lot of the 5-pin centers and duck pin centers still do lanes by hand, a lot of them don't use lane machines. We just got a lot of our shoe. We got our shoe container in from Dexter, so the guys are still sorting that out. Gonna put everything in overstock. And then on this side here, we've got shipment in from Brunswick here for some of the T-zones. So we're filling up the wall here, getting ready for the start of the season.
These are just T-zones.
Yeah, yeah.
How many T-zones do you think you got here, Mark?
I don't know.
If you need a spare ball, which everyone needs a spare ball, order one. Look at how much he's got.
Then we got the high performance stuff from Storm, Columbia, Track, Hammer, Brunswick. Also for bowling centers, we've got all the spare parts you need. So we're really proud of the organization that we have here. Everything's barcoded, everything's controlled, everything's done using the scanners. And all the accessories are here. And here's all the house shoes, retail shoes. Still waiting on the receipt from KR in Brunswick. The shoes haven't come in yet. 3Gs all the way in the back. Hammer shoes here on the right. And then more house balls and house shoes on the last row to the right. Non, parce qu'un finger, ça doit être un... Non, ça c'est un genre de... C'est un genre de gasket de Bering, ça. Mais non, je pense pas que c'est ça. Là. Finger, ça n'a pas l'air à ça.
French and English.
You as well, right?
Yes. I know 3 words of
Je pense pas que
French.
c'est ça.
I can't say them on camera.
Finger assembly.
All right, question time here with Jungo and Mark Buffa. If you could have anything you want in this warehouse, what would it be? New ball, new pair of shoes, new bag? Let us know down in the comments below. Mark's taking home a new box of oil.
Let's go, baby.
All right, Mark. Mark is the master of efficiency.
Why do you keep saying I'm a master? I'm a master.
Master and legend, this guy. All right.
How to inflate my ego, bring this guy into town, right?
Really nice website. You place an order online, and then what happens, Mark? What's the process here?
Yeah, so we wanted to make the process as simple as possible. So either, through email, through phone calls, through the website, everything kind of funnels into the one spot. And we tried to mimic a little bit like a fast food system. So the orders that are ready to ship show up on this board. Like I said, we're at the end of the day, so everything's done for the day. It sorts all the orders by client, the location that it's going to, the shipping carrier, because sometimes you might need like this part rush and something else.
Yeah.
So it splits everything up, combines everything into one shipment. So that's done. If, let's say you tell us I prefer to ship on Tuesday, all your orders just get combined onto that day, so it only shows up then at midnight. So if you have something that's pending for today's Monday, so for tomorrow, Tuesday, you'll see first thing in the morning, the board's full because people just consolidate the orders.
Yeah.
So all that's done.
Smart.
So once that's done, I guess Jimu will follow a guy around later doing the picking process. So they use the handhelds to pick. What happens on the pick slip is it'll tell them where everything is localized. So they just go down the roadmap, pick the items, and if there's an error, it'll tell them. From there, they bring that to the staging area where they will then package the box. And that's a custom software that my other company, BowlDevs, developed. It's called MetaBox. And as you see here, there's no computers because everything, again, runs on their handhelds. So even the boxing process is done through that. So there's a secondary scan there. So if ever there's a mistake at the pick, they'll catch it at the pack because they rescan what goes into the box. And if you notice on the boxes now, you're gonna see the contents of what's in the box. I don't know if you noticed that on the boxes.
Yep.
The other thing that's cool is as soon as you scan it, it also snaps a picture with a security camera. So if we know when it was scanned into the box. So,
So you know if something ships or not shipped, what happened, went wrong, and where it went wrong, kind of.
yeah, well, like maybe like when you unpackage it, like it fell on the floor or something, because we get a call like, hey, I got this, but I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it was scanned at this time. We see the guy putting it in the box, check again, and oh yeah, I found that it was tucked in behind this thing. So
Yeah.
it happens, right? But it's just one of those things that we wanted to ensure ourselves and also ensure our service towards, pro shops like you and bowling centers that, we're sending you guys the right things.
Yeah.
Right? So treat about, on a high note, probably about 170 orders a day.
Crazy.
At this time of the year, it's still the summer months. Maybe today we did maybe like 30 to 40 boxes.
Yeah.
But it's, when the high tide comes, it comes, and we're ready for it. So.
Hi there. Hi, everybody. So when I migrated from Italy in 1959, I started bowling in early 60s. And bowling during those days, the 60s and the 70s, was really big. There was really nobody drilling bowling balls. It was a mechanic. I loved bowling, and like I said, when I saw that, and at that time I was teaching, and I had the whole summer off. So I said one day, I'm gonna go and learn how to drill bowling balls. So I started that in the basement because I was still teaching, and I wanted to just do that in the basement. And that's how it started. And then when I started drilling, I had people call me from all over Quebec because, there were so many bowlers. They used to come and drill bowling balls, and I used to be up till 1 o'clock in the morning drilling bowling balls every day. It was crazy, So the 440, the big bowling center in Laval, opened up in 1990, and they asked me if I wanted to put up a pro shop there. So that was my first pro shop, was in 1990. So from there, then we opened up a little, because everybody was asking me for bowling balls too. And I was a distributor for Columbia back then. It was the only one.
And AMF.
And AMF. And in those days, they have Bonanza also. Remember Bonanza bowling balls? The yellow dots, sold a ton of yellow dots.
I remember before the 440 opened, I still remember as a kid, the semi truck would be in the middle, like we're residential, because it was in the back. You used to walk around the house, go into the backyard, and it was like a stairwell going down to the basement. And that's how the clients used to come into the shop. So I remember drilling the balls, and then my cousin, at the time was a teenager, he was helping haul everything out of the trucks. And then I remember going in there because they're like, hey, Mark, go in the truck and get one of these bags. And I was always scared because it's like going into a dungeon in these things, right? Like, oh no, I get the bag, run out, shut the door. I'm just a little 10-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
So it was pretty good memories of that for sure. Yeah.
And then 1995, since a lot of bowling centers were asking me to supply them with bowling balls, I started a little distribution. But then we expanded. Every year we took over the next building, the next building, the next building. And then it
was a strip mall, so it just kept knocking down the wall.
Right? And then we also put in 4 lanes back then. Yeah, that we called that Studio Buffa. And then after that, we made the big move because we were renting the space, and then we said, well, if we're going to continue, if Mark has the passion to continue this, then we have to buy our own place. So we came over here. We bought this place back in 2014. So, and this became the big place for us because we have the warehouse and the big pro shop and everything that we wanted here. It was just perfect, and it's ours, so it was nice. So I'm also very proud that USBC, the United States Bowling Congress, certified me as gold coach in 2009. So they look at you differently, so it's great. And then I had the opportunity in 2023 when the Canadian Federation were in trouble with coaching, and they asked me, could you coach the team for 2023 and prepare the team for the World Championships in Kuwait in December. So I decided, yes, why not? I'll give Canada my time for 1 year. And it was I really enjoyed it because both the men and the women, we did very well everywhere we went. And
you were on the team, no?
Yeah, and you were on the team, and we won the World Championships in Kuwait. So that was, for me, that was a big honor, huge honor.
Didn't he open in like the 6th or something?
Came in cold.
My life, my passion and my life, I mean, bowling is really, I love it, and I still practice. I still do it.
Yeah.
You know, I still coach. I got people coming from all over the world coming here to get coaching. So if anybody wants to come and take coaching lessons, just call us over here. No problem.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Appreciate everything you've done for bowling in Canada since 1980.
And it was nice having you on the Canadian team.
Yes, thank you, Frank.
Great.
Mark.
This guy. Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. So from 1980, drilling balls in the basement to 24 employees here at Buffa Distribution. Amazing growth. No bowling here in Canada without Buffas, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Ordering online, anything you need, shop.buffabowling.com. Jungle Barks promo code, 10% off.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's not just helping you, it's also helping them because they get a kickback from it as well.
Oh yeah.
So thanks everyone for using the coupon code. We almost use it too much.
No, we don't.
No?
No, we don't.
Yeah. So again, thanks everyone for chiming in. If ever you're in the Montreal area, swing by. We'll be more than happy to give you a tour of the place and even drill you a ball. And you know, it's always great. And we get a lot of people that come in and that do mention the JR Pro Shop guys. And even today, this morning, some guys are like pointing at the window, pointing at Jimu. Right? So, like, next trip, Italy, with the Buffas. Let's go. Huh?
We know Jim eats nothing but pizza, so.
Thanks, JR guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys soon.